welcome back to Let's Play Castlevania, Circle of the Moon. I'm your host, Brightroar, and let's head on through the underground gallery. Now this is the first of 3 underground areas in the game, and one of 2 optional areas. Technically, we don't have to come here before advancing through the main plot, but it's in our best interest to collect the upgrade here. Otherwise, we're going to be in a lot of pain later on. Now, the underground gallery is a fairly difficult place. It's filled with pseudo-animals, plants, insects, and lots of poison. But it feels like an adventure, especially with this tune going in the background, Aquarius, a remix of the one used in Castlevania 3, Dracula's Curse. And I think it feels like a real adventure. Now activating our DSS right here for the Mars and Manticore combo. Such as use claws that hit twice each time. As per request, I'm using them because claws are indeed awesome. Now like I said, they hit twice, they have a fairly decent strength. Not to mention they are fast and have almost the same range, if not the same range, as the whip. I really have no reason not to recommend them. Unfortunately, we've got to ditch them in lieu of something else, thanks to these harpies right here. So I go back to the old standard of the Mars and Salamander combo. For that little bit of vertical slice, it'll make dealing with these guys a whole lot easier. As you see, it does a great job of taking the harpies down, and it also blocks their feathers. Here is the next member of the armor family. As you saw, the Thunder Armor. You don't want to mess with those guys. They're pretty strong. You don't want to, you don't want to fuck around with them. Take them out fast. This combo is just working these harpies down like nothing else. And also come in handy later on because some of the enemies are going to be vulnerable to fire, or they won't have a high resistance against it. I guess I should say. Alright, now let's enter the area where everything started to go to hell. And you wanna know why? Not because of the man-eaters, oh no, those guys are easy. It's because of these killer bees. They poison you. And they are very fast and difficult to hit. You don't want to be in this situation because your health is gonna just slowly drain. So have some antidotes on handy. Unlike me, I only had a couple. And my recommendation for dealing with the killer bees is take your time. Walk, and plan your shot in advance to take them down in one swing. You don't want to get, inflicted with poison like me. I didn't even have a chance to wait for it to wear off. I had to use all my antidotes. Not cool. These man-eaters right here, they drop the Diana card. Unfortunately, they did not drop it for me, but that's okay because the Diana card, the combos with that cost a lot of MP. Actually, a fairly ridiculous amount, and that would make it completely useless to me. Now, as you can tell, I have absolutely no health. But that's okay. I didn't even realize it at the time because I was sleep deprived. It was 2 o'clock in the morning. I had gone through this area at least a dozen times and nothing mattered anymore. Even the fact that I had only 10 HP. I was bound and determined to beat this area. I don't know what was up with those crumbling blocks being there twice, but we got our MP upgrade for our hard work. Very cool. I would have loved a health upgrade, but beggars can't be choosers, I suppose. And from here, it is a straight shot to the boss. Just don't fuck around with those poison armors, because they will mess your shit up, man. You do not want to get killed right here. Not with this little health. And not being this close. Anyways, quick save break. And I'll ease you out. And ease you back in. Because I ended up dying to the boss, as I predicted. But here we go. Enter the door. and into one of the most difficult fights in this game. The twin dragon zombies, and oh boy, are these guys monsters. These guys are the stuff of nightmares. Just look at them, they are huge, they are hulking, they are giant zombie dragons, for Christ's sake. You got bones popping out and blood spurting everywhere. Man, no wonder this game was rated T for teen. Alright, so the dragon zombies have 3 attacks. The left one on the left one shoots out a flamethrower. The right one will shoot out a simple fireball. And they love to bite you. And those are its 3 main attacks. It can also smash its head against the side to drop some rocks on you, but that's where the circle whip actually comes in, you know, real handy for blocking that. So you want to use that. I'm using the Jupiter and Golem card to cheese my way through this because it increases our invincibility frames by 4, it times it by 4. And it really did help, I'm gonna say. I had gone through this guy a dozen times, it felt like. And the game subtly suggests using the axe sub-weapon against him, but you don't want to follow that. That's a bunch of bullshit. Just toss your cross. There is no problem in this world that cannot be solved by tossing your cross. I'm telling you, it is the way to go. And you see, the difficulty with these zombie dragons, it's not the fact that their attacks are difficult to avoid, it's just that their head is just floating around, and if you touch them, that's where you're going to lose all your health, just accidentally bumping into them. To balance it out, they have a giant hitbox, so when you throw your cross at them, you're bound to get, you know, at least 2 hits off them, maybe 3 or even 4. And what's even better about that is your cross, when you throw it, it'll return back across the entire screen as so long as you don't pick it up, catch it. It'll actually fly back across the screen and whack the other zombie in the head. Which is great because it whittles down their health, and boy do they have a lot of health. Alright, so 1 down and 1 to go, plus a level up, very cool. But the left head, he's a little cocksucker who starts eating the guy right after he's fallen. I tell you, there is no dignity. There is no more dignity. But props on him for being a true zombie. Props for that, left dragon head dude. But at this point, I don't have a lot of crosses, and I don't really have a lot of health either. I can say I've done better than before, but it's kind of a little nerve-wracking, especially when you're extremely sleep-deprived. But at this point, it's man to dragon, I guess. And the battle doesn't last too much longer. And what I've been trying to remember throughout this whole thing is if I ever had this much difficulty with the dragon zombies as I had just a while ago. And I honestly say I cannot remember. I really don't think I did, though. I remember this guy just being difficult, but not this hard. But I digress, because the last head has fallen, and we have won. We are victorious. Let's go collect our reward. The heavy ring. Very cool. Certain boxes can be pushed. Thank you, Konami, for being extremely blunt. And once again, no more corpses. Don't know what's up with that. But anyways, we are heading on out of the underground gallery and back into Triumph Hallway, where we're gonna push this box into that hole and move on to the next area, the underground warehouse. See you then.